Okay. Says live video is starting. And I'm not going to attempt to look at comments because I feel like that is going to mess everything up. So, I'm going to start over. My name is Kim Fox. I am a tin artist. I am an illustrator. I am a designer. I'm a painter. I do a lot of different things. And I'm coming to you from my crazy, messy studio. um, and I'm not sure, like I said, I'm not sure if you heard before, and thank you for bearing with me. This is still not going to be perfect because I can't interact with you. And I was really hoping to make this a Q&A. But I can't see any of the Q's to give you the A's. So um, I wanted to ask if any of you, I was going to ask if any of you seen the show at the Art Center. Have you seen my work? Do you even know what it is that I am going to be talking about? So I'm going to assume that you haven't, and I'll just start from the beginning. A bunch of years ago, probably 12 years ago, I took a workshop at the Society for Contemporary Craft here in Pittsburgh. And it was a day-long workshop, and it was with a tin artist named Robert Villamagna, and he's phenomenal. And you should look him up. It's Villamagna is his last name. And this was the first piece that I made ever out of tin. And let me back up for 1 minute and show you what kind of tins I'm talking about when I say that. These, like decorative, this is peanut butter puffs, can of peanut butter puffs. Just these old decorative tin canisters. Lots of stuff used to be packaged in tin. Peanut butter puffs, Wilbur's breakfast cocoa, and this is just a purely decorative one. But it's like these old cookie tins. I collect them. The other room, I have on the other side of this wall another room this size that is completely filled to the hilt with tins like that. And what I do is cut them apart using tin snips, just heavy duty scissors, fancy scissors that will actually cut through the tin. And I break them apart. Oh, getting a call from Kate. Hello, Kate. Okay. I'm just talking and I don't know if anyone can see it or anything. I mean, I'm back live. There's like 4 people right now. Hi. And I'm just talking like, but I want to be interacting and I want to be, like I'm talking into a void and I can't see comments or anything. Okay. 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 Right. Yeah. 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 Okay. So I had that. Maybe people just aren't commenting. So that's fine. Yeah. I, okay. I think we're good. And I'll just keep talking. Thank you. Thank you. Bye, Kate. Okay. So maybe let's see if this worked. Let's go live so I can see these comments. I'm just going to put these over here so that I can see some stuff. Comment, live, chat. Okay. Just got here. What are you doing? Okay, you can see and hear me. Oh, this is so much better. Okay. So, Patricia, you just got here, I was introducing myself and I was talking about how I got started making tin work. I am super interested to know if any of you have actually seen the exhibit at the Art Center. Patricia, I am not frozen on my phone or Facebook, so I'm not sure about that. Yes, I'm very interested to see if any of you have seen the exhibit. Then I was showing this piece of tin, my first one that I ever did during a workshop, a day-long workshop with Robert Villamagna. And then I was showing the actual tins that, giving examples of tins that I'm working with, because people don't necessarily know what these are. And they're just all decorative, anything that used to be packaged in tin. Like I have breakfast cocoa, peanut butter puffs, a purely decorative one. This is my raw material. I cut these up with these. This is what anyone who's signed up for the workshop will be doing on, I believe they're on Friday. I will have these tin snips. I'll have a bunch of tins. If you happen to have tins at home that you want to bring them in. We'll cut them up, and you'll patchwork all of your beautiful old vintage tins into something new and crazy like this. So you can see there's like there's like some Campbell, or no, it's not Campbell soup. It's the these are like the spice tins, pepper tins, Coleman's mustard. This Durkee tin, I can't remember what that was. Coffee? I'm not sure. And so this is all hand cut and then put into, this is an old piece of live edge, probably oak because it's really hard wood. You tack all the pieces in with these little teeny nails, 1/2-inch nails, and you make your assemblage. So I took this day-long workshop. It was great. And then I got home and was like, well, that was cool. I don't know what to do now. What am I going to do with this knowledge that I have now? But I had some wood left over and I had some tin left over from the workshop. So the first thing I ever did for myself was make this house number for our house, 131, with a little bit of like, I loved this tin. I think it was cigars, and then this had this like little cool house on it. So I cut this again with some vintage, like some reclaimed salvage fancy wood, and I hung it on the front of our house. And people started asking like, can I get one of those? Can you make me one? Can you make one with my baby's name on it? And it just grew from there to, I remember really clearly, a few months in, my husband sent me a Craigslist ad, and there was a bunch of beautiful walnut. Is that true? Was it walnut? I think it was walnut. And it was $40 worth of scrap pieces of walnut. And I was saying, oh my goodness, no, I can't afford that. That is too much of an investment for this thing that I don't even know what I'm doing with. And I'll tell you, I did do it. I bit the bullet and I invested this huge amount of $40 on this beautiful wood. And I have never since then found such a great deal on reclaimed beautiful walnut. But it was my first real lesson in like, oh, you buy some raw materials, you transform them into something special, and then you sell it accordingly, which makes you more money to go buy more raw materials and continue making work. So, all these years later, 12-ish years later, I'm doing gallery shows. I do the Three Rivers Arts Festival. I do the Phipps Conservatory May Market. I do the Market Square Chalet in downtown Pittsburgh every year for about 5 weeks. And then I sell pieces, either commission pieces or just pieces that I make and put on my website. I pay my bills being an artist, which is the hugest dream come true that I can imagine. So that's the foundation of the tin work. Specifically, some of the work in the show, in the gallery, was done during COVID. Actually, before COVID, I was approached by an architecture firm to bid on a job that they were doing for a company called Argo, which is a self driving car company that